Hey guys, Gearbox has started their character overviews for the Vault Hunters in Borderlands 3. Each Tuesday and Thursday we get a new overview covering one of the characters. Today we got information about Zane the Operative, and Gearbox released a new trailer and a beginner's guide on their website. Before I get into all of that, make sure to follow me on Twitter at HayderHype, and let's get right into it. The one thing worth mentioning from the trailer is a shift code that was actually hidden within the trailer itself. The shift code, when redeemed, unlocks the Kree Community Day skin in Borderlands 2 and gives the player 5 golden keys. The code is WJ5TB, BJ, SZJ, TFB6W, JT, JJJ, 3Z, 3CB. So if you are interested, make sure to take advantage of that. Moving on, we also got an article on the Borderlands website giving an overview of Zane's skill trees, titled, quote, Ways to Play Zane the Operative. And I think it makes a pretty good beginner's guide for Zane, and it's a good starting off point if you aren't sure which character you want to play or don't know their skill trees yet. So let's break it all down. It starts by saying, quote, Zane the Operative is Borderlands 3's resident tech expert, with an ingenious gadget at the ready for any life or death situation. Zane can equip 2 action skills at once, though choosing to do so will replace his ability to toss grenades. To help you decide if Zane is the right Vault Hunter for you, here's a brief overview of his skill trees: Doubled Agent, Hitman, and Undercover. Will your Zane build be worthy of the Flint family name? So let's start with the skill tree Double Agent, and the action skill is Digiclone. Take advantage of Zane's unique ability to equip 2 action skills to help decimate your enemies. With the passive tree Doubled Agent, Zane players gain large bonuses such as Sync's increase to gun damage when both action skills are active, and don't fear, just because you can't manually throw a grenade doesn't mean you can't use a grenade. Grab Fractal Frags or Duct Tape Mod, and your action skills and gunfire will litter the arena with explosives, and that comes directly from Grant Cow, the game designer for Borderlands 3. Moving on, it says become a master of misdirection with the Doubled Agent skill tree. Whenever Zane's Digiclone is active and drawing enemies' fire, he can trade places with it on a short cooldown. By learning skills in the Doubled Agent skill tree, you can amplify your Digiclone for some truly tricky setups that'll leave your target's head spinning before you blast it into a bloody explosion. As you progress further into the Double Agent skill tree, you'll find plenty of clever ways to improve your Digiclone, along with some bonuses that reward Zane for having 2 action skills active at the same time. Here are just a few of the helpful skills you can unlock. First is Quick Breather. Let Zane immediately start recharging his shield whenever he swaps places with his Digiclone, which provides a huge boost to survivability. Next is Enhance. Causes your Digiclone to consume up to 3 grenades when you summon it, giving the Digiclone amped up stats for every grenade consumed. And Double Barrel. Ups your DPS by giving your Digiclone a copy of Zane's current weapon, and swapping places triggers increased gun damage for you and your Digiclone. The action skill augments for the Doubled Agent skill tree gives your Digiclone even more utility, like giving you the ability to detonate it for an explosion of fire damage or having it soak up some of your damage. With enough points invested into Doubled Agent, your Digiclone gets an upgrade from Handsome Distraction to Meaningful Source of Damage. That's always got your back. The next skill tree is Hitman, with the action skill Sentinel. So, Sentinel, embrace the kill or be killed mentality with the Hitman skill tree. You get substantial bonuses whenever you kill an enemy, and that includes any enemies who run afoul of your Sentinel, a hovering drone that peppers targets with machine gun fire. Specializing in Hitman skills is a means for stoking your bloodlust. Scoring kills makes you stronger, which makes killing easier, and the cycle repeats until you have nothing but bodies and loot lie in your wake. Throughout the Hitman skill tree, you'll find plenty of perks called kill skills that activate every time you end an enemy's life, like faster firing rates or the chance to shoot additional projectiles. You'll also find some crucial skills such as Salvation, which gives your damage a bit of lifesteal after you score a kill, so you can shoot your way back to health if your life bar starts dwindling during battle. Next is Death Follows Close. It improves the effectiveness and duration of your kill skills, letting you tear through large groups of enemies with ease. And finally is Seeing Red. Sets off all of Zane's kill skills anytime he activates his action skill. If you stagger your action skills properly, your overall damage output will be through the roof. The action skill augments on Zane's Hitman skill tree focus on enhancing Sentinel's arsenal, including cryo damage upgrades to his weaponry, a radiation beam that weakens enemies while buffing Zane, and the ability to paint targets for a missile barrage. If you live for the thrill of the kill, the Hitman skill trees give you all the help you need to rack up a ridiculous body count. And last is Undercover with the action skill Barrier. Keep your entire team safe and buff their damage output with the Undercover skill tree. The Barrier action skill deploys a shield that blocks all enemy fire and gives you and your allies increased gun damage whenever you shoot through it. You can even pick up an active barrier to turn Zane into a mobile bulwark. Though this decreases its size and damage bonuses, investing points in the Undercover skill tree can give your barrier some clear improvements, like maximum shield capacity and decreased recharge rate. Go deeper still, and elemental damage becomes a dominant theme. Whether you're dishing it out more effectively or improving how much you can take, here's a sampling of some key Undercover skills. First is Confident Competence. It buffs Zane's gun damage and accuracy whenever his shields are active, with better bonuses for stronger shield percentages. After that is Calm, Cool, and Collected. It rewards Zane for using cryo weapons. Anytime you freeze an enemy, you'll regenerate shields, health, or action skills in that order, depending on what's currently full. And finally is Distributed Denial. Is a big one, giving your barrier the effects of your currently equipped shield mod, which also applies to any allies near the barrier, with reduced bonuses for Zane himself. It feels like everyone's getting together for a big buff party anytime you drop barrier. The action skill augments along the Undercover skill tree make barrier even more effective at saving or ending lives, giving it properties like increased movement speed and fire rates for any Vault Hunter who touches it. A dome shape that protects you on all sides, a deterrence field that shocks and staggers any enemy who gets too close. You and your allies will feel unbreakable with this combined powers of the barrier and Undercover skill trees, while your enemies will be frozen from fear and cryo damage before you shatter them into a million pieces. Remember, just because you choose a particular action skill, it doesn't mean you're locked into that skill tree. You're free to mix and match to see what powerful combinations you can come up with. We'll be taking a look at all the other Vault Hunter skill trees soon, so be sure to check back for more. And there we have it. That's very bare bones. It just gives you a taste of each one of Zane's skill trees, especially if you are trying to keep the game as new as possible before it comes out. I will be breaking down all these character videos on my channel, so stick around for those. But if you guys do like this video, make sure to like and share, subscribe for all things Borderlands, and I will see you guys in the next one.